This is Toto Bravo, and we're going to do video number 3 today on our 2021 Ford F-150. So without any further wasting of time, let's go ahead and talk about some things that we've changed and added, and even one thing that we had to take back and get correct. So let's do an initial walk around so we can get a visual of the truck currently compared to last time. So you can see that we have added some rims and tires and Nerf bar / running boards there. Pan on out. We've got our hitch bumper there. Tube steel, by the way. And we'll pan out the other side here lengthwise of the truck so you can get a visual of the running boards there. All right, let's get underneath the truck and talk about it. Running boards, we're going to go over some particulars. We're getting on the ground here to go over these running boards with you guys. So, I did not film the install on this. It's extremely easy. So, on Ford trucks, they weld these bolts right here onto the frame of the truck. So there's 3 there, there's 3 there, and then down there, we'll scooch down, there's 3 more on that bracket there, or 3 more welded to the frame down there. So on this running board kit, you get 3 brackets. So you have this bracket, you have the center bracket right here, and then we have the 3rd bracket down there. And all you do is there's these plastic little inserts right here that you put onto the welded bolts first, followed by this bracket slides onto the welded bolts, and then you put on the nylon nuts. The nuts have the nylon inserts in them, and you crank those down, and you do the same here and the same down there. Once you have the 3 brackets put on, then it's just a simple process of picking up the Nerf bar here. You have a center bolt here that goes into the Nerf bar. Very simple. And then right here, you have this large bolt that goes in here into the end of the Nerf bar. And the same for down there. Same exact setup. So it's an incredibly easy install. It would have been, in my opinion, it would have been a waste of a video. It's just that easy. It's the bolts are already welded on the frame. There's no guesswork there. You slide on the plastic little washers there, and then you put on the brackets, then you put on the bolts. It's that simple, and it looks really good. We'll slide out here. So there you go, and you really get a good looking visual there, and it turned out really well, and it looks good. And of course, you repeat the process on the other side of the truck. It's solid. I think it's rated for 300 pounds. No one's going to be jumping on this. It's mostly for the wife and the kids to help them get up in the truck. But it's a very solid install on the truck, and I think it really adds a lot of cosmetic value to the pickup truck. These are the, I know they're enunciated, I believe, Kumho, but I call them Kumho tires. K-U-M-H-O, Kumhos. These are the Road Venture AT51s. These are 275/65 R18s. You can see they have a fairly aggressive tread on there. A lot of sidewall grip here. Very nice looking tread there, all the way around. It's a very handsome tire. I like it a lot. Now the rims were left over. I picked up the Ford rims for the previous truck actually as spares. Obviously the 6 lug nut But I got the tire, I got not these tires, but I got the tires that came on these rims. I think I got them off Craigslist. I think I paid $100 for all 4 rims and some ratty tires. Obviously, we've gotten rid of the ratty tires. We kept the rims, so they make perfect wintertime rims. They're nothing fancy, but they're fine for winter. And of course, we have our winter tires on here. The cum hose. Those are the Road Venture AT51s. And you can see them back here also. Look good. Really handsome. Aggressive, but not overly aggressive. And in case you're wondering, I had these on my 2011 Ford F-150, and they did fantastic in the wintertime. So keep in mind, this was southwestern PA and West Virginia that I drove this in the wintertime, and it did really well. Very happy with them. I would definitely, if you're looking for a good, aggressive, effective, affordable winter tire, this is definitely, in my opinion, the way to go. I was able to pick these up off of Amazon for $175 a piece. So obviously we've got 4 of those. They look really good. We'll go ahead and pan around the other side, give you guys a view of the Nerf bars / running boards and the tires from this side. I think they look really good. I think compared to, if you look at the original photo with the steel wheels, the look here is very good, very handsome view. Nerf bar looks good, and that's come out really well. And then here is our bumper again. I purchased this just for some additional standoff between me and whomever is behind me. It just gives me some additional buffer in case someone gets a little too close to the back end of the truck. That's really the intent there. Plus, it's also an effective step up and step down out of the bed of the pickup truck. Next, let's talk about the Rhino lining. So we'll pan around the bed. I do have some scuffs here, but that's for me loading the quad and then ratchet strapping it in to here, pulling it forward, and then of course the front bumper brush guard caused these wear marks. So I'm not upset with that. That's my fault that happened. A lot of friction there. I'll put something there from here on out to kind of buffer that so it's not so aggressive of a run. But as far as the Rhino Liner, the bed liner job, I wasn't going to mention the business that did it, but since I did have and find a flaw in it, we're going to pan around to that area. I'm going to insert some video and some stills. Of what I found, and it was a bubble on obviously you can see the part of the tailgate that comes apart when they do the lining was the part of the tailgate that had the bubble on it, and you can see that from the stills and video that I've inserted. But the rest of the job looks pretty good. But that was Z-Bart, if I didn't mention that. So we're going to go ahead and open this up, take a look at it. So my bubble, if you look at the reference, the video and the stills, was right up here, and I pressed on it a few times in the video. You can see how it was, but it was up in this area here. And but besides that bubble, I don't find, or have not found yet, any other blemishes or problems with the bed liner or the job that they did. Everything else looks pretty solid. It's just that one spot. So when I took that into the folks at Z-Bart, they weren't very apologetic. They weren't, you know, hey, sorry it happened. You know, he just said it was odd. And, you know, he took it out and told me he'd have it back to me in a day or so, which is fine, as long as he makes it right, makes it better. But I thought that a business that was paid in full for a service, and the service was faulty by no fault of my own, I thought that I would have gotten some type of feedback saying, hey, sorry, we're wasting your time by you having to bring this back to us, time out of your day. If I ran a business, that's how I would interact with a customer that got something that got something faulty that he paid for. I would obviously want to make them feel like I was totally engaged in making it right for them. And these folks at Z-Bart were not, or have not to this point, been that way. So I will share that with you. I won't give the actual location, but I don't have a problem giving the business name at this point. So that's the update on the Rhino Liner. I don't think there's anything else on the outside to update you guys on. It looks good. I did wash it after I took it up to Mountain Ridge when we went quad riding, because it had gotten really filthy. But it's rained several times since then, and you can see that it is dirty once again. All right, so let's walk around and take a look at the interior. Now you can see why I like these hard rubber floors. I actually prefer that, like I said in the original video, over carpet, because if you use the truck, that's what you're going to get. But I can easily wipe that out, right? Oh, I'm sorry. We did put 2 seat covers in here. Obviously driver's side and passenger, so I did forget about those. Haven't really had them long enough to really talk about them yet, but I got them in there because we will be using this truck as a truck, and we are going to bring mud and other debris along with us. All right, so let's find a good place for the camera, and I will keep you guys up to date on the seat covers. So let's start it up. And we'll talk about what we've got in here so far. So we've got 506 miles on the truck so far. So not very many at all. And you can see it's 37 degrees today. So we haven't driven the truck a whole lot, but we have driven it. And man, I love driving this vehicle. It is responsive. It drives like a luxury vehicle to me, compared to my 2011 Ford F150. The way that this thing handles, how responsive it is, and it's just fantastic. Let's take a look at what we've been getting as far as gas mileage. 17.5, I think, is what I just saw there. I just picked the wrong one. Let's go to here. So 17.5 is our average for gas mileage. That's not too bad. I was averaging somewhere between 11 and 13 on the previous truck. So 17.5 is not bad at all. I do turn off the automatic shutoff that they have for when the vehicle's at a stoplight or a stop sign, the vehicle shuts down. Then as soon as you hit the gas, it comes back to life and you drive off. I do drive a lot with that off, so that's probably contributing to my miles per gallon average as far as bringing it down. Obviously, if I utilize that function, it would be probably a little higher. This is the 5.0 though, so I am very happy with that. I have no problems. Besides that, no issues. Like I said, only 506.2 miles, so really not a whole lot to talk about, but it has performed great so far. I do like this media center here. The map function on it is fantastic. The music function, as far as being able to just play the things right off my phone, great. I really like this. I appreciate this media center. It has a lot of user-friendly functions. I like it a lot. Another thing that I really appreciate is the backup camera and the amount of the quality and the amount of view that you get on the back of this truck is fantastic. As you can see, we can see all the way down to our step bumper there coming out of the bottom of the hitch. We can see well to our right and left, plenty of space there, and you can see clearly behind the truck. I really appreciate the camera function on this. I think it's fantastic, and I think I haven't had a chance to pull anything or back anything in yet, but I think once I start doing a little bit of that, probably won't happen until spring, I think the this whole setup here is going to be incredibly beneficial for that also. The HVAC system, I've used the AC, I've used the heat so far. It's been fantastic. Warms up the entire cab. Does exactly what you would expect it to do, right? No problems. There is a neat function that I didn't cover in this previously, but under the, let me see if I can bring it up. Under the phone function, under the Ford app that they give you, I can remote start my truck from my phone, which is kind of a cool thing. And maybe we'll demonstrate that sometime, but that is a really neat option. On these cold mornings, I can just pick up my phone as I'm getting ready for work and start my pickup from up there. Fantastic. You can't beat that. And I know I didn't talk about it previously. Room, not an issue. Plenty of it, plenty of space. Just been a total charm and fantastic. I really enjoy the purchase so far. So let's clear out of the cab. So overall, everything has been great. The only thing that we've had happen so far that hasn't been 100% is the Rhino lining. We had the one bubble, and with a little luck, those folks will take care of that over the next day or two, and we'll get that back, and we'll be squared away, and it'll look good. So we'll wrap this up. This is video number 3. Again, if you guys want me to go into more detail with the running boards / Nerf bars, I can, but hopefully what I showed you, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a very easy thing to do. So this is Tow2 Bravo. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was informative. Subscribe, like, comment, dislike, talk crap, whatever, but definitely subscribe one way or the other, whether you like the video or not. Subscribe. That way when I release more videos, it'll give you something to go to and troll me on, right? I mean, why not subscribe? And gives you something to do. So this is Tow2 Bravo, and I appreciate you watching. And until I see you out on the road or trails again, thanks for watching.